Hello everyone, I'm Gary York, CorruptionBehindBars.com. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. A friend of mine, Mr. Ben Mount, retired from Florida Department of Corrections classification supervisor, had shared some news out of Boise, Idaho with us today on Facebook. And I had to quickly read it. I was outside working on the farm, and when I read it, I thought, well, here we go. The tablets, the handheld tablets used across the country by inmates are finally making their way into the crime world. You know, everybody was saying these will be safe. The inmates can learn off of them. They can use them and do things and communicate. And now they're using them for crimes. And this particular crime took place in Boise, Idaho. $225,000 was transferred by inmates. Approximately 364 inmates were involved in this J-Pay scam. They were transferring money out of J-Pay into their own bank accounts, nearly $250,000. Now, the good news is none of the money was taxpayers' money, per se. It was all money sent by families through J-Pay or using J-Pay or to send money to their loved ones in prison. But still, the fact remains that these inmates use this tool, this handheld tablet, to transfer and steal money. And these culprits need to be prosecuted at the highest level. Inmates that are not involved in this will probably suffer in the end. The inmates that want to use it for its right purpose, they'll probably suffer from these inmates who have committed these crimes with the tablets. But here's my concern. I've investigated these crimes before. Moorhaven Correctional Institution comes to mind in Florida, a private prison, where the teacher in the private prison in the computer classes was actually aiding the inmates, taking information in and out of the prison from the computers. Of course, in their case, they had a civilian staff member aiding them in their money transfers and their illegal activities. We finally had enough testimony and evidence from companies out of Miami, Florida, that were paying the teacher money to help the inmates. We finally had enough to prosecute that case. But these inmates are coming up with these ways on their own, I would assume. Idaho has a special investigative team on the job right now. We may learn later that there's staff members involved, like the teacher in Moorhaven, and we may not. A lot of these inmates know how to hack into the computer system without any help from a teacher or civilian staff member. But this does concern me because once this starts with J-Pay, where else will it lead? Can the inmates eventually use these tablets to hack into private bank accounts with the help of people on the street? Remember, there's always somebody on the street in most cases helping in these things. I would love to read the investigation from the Special Investigative Unit out of Boise, Idaho. All the money that was spent by these states across the country to give these inmates these tablets, all the money we spent, and now we're learning that these tablets can be used to commit crimes. So that was a big concern of many of us when the tablets were starting to be handed out to the inmates, especially people who have been involved with investigating these crimes. We've had inmates at many institutions in Florida use the computers in the law libraries or even the inmate library to hack into things and hack into systems and get information and do fraudulent IRS tax forms. I've had several of those cases throughout the state of Florida. So anytime you provide inmates with a handheld tablet or computer, there's a risk of them committing a crime. So what do we do now? Leave your comments on what you think we should do now that the crimes have started with the handheld tablets. A lot of people are always on us, the Department of Corrections people, for not providing enough tools to help rehabilitate the inmates. Well, when we do provide some tools for the inmates to help them and help rehabilitate them and help move them back into society, not all the inmates, but a large number, 364 of them in Boise, have taken advantage of us. You can't always blame the department for everything. Okay, folks? A crime was committed. They went to prison. They don't need to keep committing crimes once in prison. You know, I do a lot of stories about drug investigations I did. Well, this is a computer hacking, another big area that happens quite often in the prison system with inmates. So what do? When we do try to help, a large number of inmates turn around and kick us right in the butt and use it to commit crimes. I say we prosecute to the fullest extent. Administratively also, we do administrative punishment, send it to the state attorney and tell the state attorney to prosecute everyone that they can prove was involved in this computer hacking. And give them probation to follow if they have a chance to get out of prison, and make them pay restitution. That's my thoughts. Tell me what you think about inmates being provided with all these handheld tablets and computers. I'll get off my high horse. Thank you. CorruptionsBehindBars.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you.